Republican politicians love standing up for the American people. Here is a great example of that. Republicans suggest students work at McDonald's instead of getting free school lunches. This is from USA Today. Representative Rich McCormick, who supports the White House's federal aid freeze, possibly impacting school lunch programs, suggested in an interview that children get jobs, including working at McDonald's, to pay for their lunches. The Georgia Republican spoke to CNN Tuesday about President Trump recently signing an executive order pausing federal grants so his administration can review them and determine what should be prioritized. The White House Office of Management and Budget issued a memo on Monday directing federal agencies to temporarily pause all activities related to obligation or disbursement of all federal financial assistance, Reuters reported. The deadline for the freeze was supposed to go into effect on Tuesday by 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Get a job at McDonald's? What? I mean, Donald Trump couldn't even do that. He just staged a fake McDonald's visit. But just minutes before the directive was to go into effect, District Judge Lauren L. Ali Khan temporarily blocked the action until February 3rd. The administrative stay halted the freeze, but the ruling does not block the Trump administration from preventing funding to new programs or require it to restart funding that has already ended. During the interview conducted before the federal judge's decision, CNN anchor Pamela Brown mentioned that Head Start, which provides nutrition support to low-income children and families with food insecurities, is one of the federal programs that could be affected by the freeze. She then questioned McCormick on whether or not he would support cutting funding for free breakfast and lunches. Quote, "Before I was even 13 years old, I was picking berries in the field before the child labor laws that precluded that. I was a paper boy, and when I was in high school, I worked my entire way through," McCormick told Brown. "You're telling me that kids who stay at home instead of going to work at Burger King and McDonald's during the summer should stay at home and get their free lunch instead of going to work? I think we need to have a top-down review." Wow. Mr. Child Labor out here, huh? Yeah, this is something. The freeze will allow government to, quote, "see where is the money really being spent," McCormick says. McCormick, who did the interview from Doral, Florida, where House Republicans were having their annual issues conference, acknowledged that all children aren't working age, but said the pause on federal funds will allow the government to see where is the money really being spent. Quote, "Who can actually go and actually produce their own income? Who can actually go out there and do something that makes them have value and work skills for the future?" McCormick said during the interview. Value and work skills for the future. This always seems to be how they view people, isn't it? I mean, you are only valuable in the sense of how much you work. You know, you don't have human value. You're just valuable for your work, you know? So you shouldn't expect stuff for free. You should have to pay for everything. Free school lunches be darned. You take the job at McDonald's and you get nothing for free. If you have to go without lunch, so be it. The congressman then further elaborated on his child labor comments by saying, quote, "How many people got their start in fast food restaurants when they were kids versus just giving a blanket rule that gives all kids lunches in high school who are capable of going out and actually getting a job and doing something that makes them have value? Oh, I forgot, because if you don't go out and get a job, you have no value. You're worthless. You might as well be dead. Yeah, oh, shoot, how did I forget that fundamental rule?" He added that children should be thinking about their future instead of thinking about how they're going to sponge out the government when they don't need to. Buddy, there are a lot of things sponging out the government. Foreign aid to Israel is one of those things right now. The military is one of those things right now. Do you have any anger towards those things? Is it just when children get to have free school lunches that you get all mad? I think so far we've seen that it is. So this is pretty embarrassing. Trump's administration, we can expect, will continue to be chaotic in this way. There will be some lulls, but for the most part, it's kind of just a wild roller coaster. Stuff like this, government shutdowns, all that chaos, the international chaos, like, i.e. Colombia and the tariff threats, they're all going to become pretty much mainstay for possibly the next 4 years. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, or subscribe to the channel, and I look forward to speaking to you in my next video.